Hello fellow cosplayers and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, if you guys are new here, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you guys aren't, I'll give you a little refresher. Back in March, I started a new series where I would turn myself into a character and or do my makeup while telling you guys some creepy stories, anything from true crime to true paranormal events to creepypastas to folklore, whatever the case may be, and I do my makeup or turn myself into a character at the same time. And the last one I did was for St. Patty's Day, and I'm going to be continuing this, but first I'd like to tell you guys that I finally figured out a name for this series. Welcome to Scary Stories and Makeup with Winter. With Auntie Winter, that is. So I'm going to be continuing with that series today, and as you guys saw by the title, today I will be painting the creepy, spooky face that appears on the poison apple from Snow White. I guess you guys can know where I'm going with today's video. If you guys guessed right, then I am going to be painting that spooky face on my face, as well as telling you guys the messed up origins of your favorite fairy tales and or Disney movies. Before I get into this video, be sure to subscribe as well as hit the notification bell, because I do 2 videos a week, every Tuesday and Friday or Saturday. I do everything from beauty, makeup, cosplay, body painting, special effects, as well as that I like to dabble into the paranormal and talk about creepy stories, which that is what we're doing today. I also do have a second channel called Winter's Vlogs. I do more vlogs there. I haven't been posting on there as of late, but I am going to start posting there soon. By soon, I don't know when. You can also follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. All those links will be listed in the description below. And yeah, enough with the chit chat. Let's get into the tutorial and the spookiness of this video. So I am gonna start out by applying some foundation because I'm doing a more get ready with me style video, because I just feel like that would be a lot better to do than a voiceover. But yeah, so I'm gonna start with the foundation, and if you guys can already tell by it, the first fairy tale that I will be discussing today will be Snow White, because that's what I'm painting on my face. But before I get into the actual origin story of Snow White, I am going to start out and give you my opinion that Snow White is kind of creepy. Always like, girl, like, why are you just gonna let some random dude walk up to you and kiss you in your sleep? Because if some stranger came up to me and kissed me, I would punch them in the face. Don't come for me on that, YouTube. Don't come for me. But yeah, it's called self-defense. But anyway, so I'm going to start by tracing out the spooky face. And ooh, I should have gotten a reference photo up for this. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of start, and I'm just gonna kind of wing it. So, yeah, I should have gotten a reference photo for this look, but when you just get so excited to do a video, because I am really excited to do this, because as you guys know, aside from horror, I love researching like true crime and stuff like that. So you just never think that. But anyway, so I'm gonna kind of start. So we all know the story of Snow White. The evil queen, the seven dwarves, the hi-ho, it's off to we go. The prince, and if you guys don't know the story, I'll give you a bit of a summary. A princess named Snow White, with lips as red as blood, hair as black as ebony, and skin as white as snow, was banished to the forest by her evil stepmother, because the stepmother was jealous, and jealous of her beauty and wanted to be the fairest of them all. And so that's kind of why she did that. First of all, why would she do that? If she is an all-powerful witch, she could just turn herself pretty. That is one thing that I found, like, very odd. Like, when I first watched this movie, like, why would she... I do not know if this look is accurate to the actual spooky face, but it's the best I can do. So yeah, she sends the huntsman into her to bring Snow White. Snow White finds 7 dwarves, and they let her stay. And the queen finds out, so then she disguises herself as an old hag, and brings Snow White an apple, and the dwarves chase her off a cliff. The queen off the cliff, that is, not Snow White, because why would Ace Snow White off of the cliff after they helped her? That makes, like, 0 sense. But yeah, so then they put Snow White in a coffin, a glass coffin, put her out in the woods. Prince comes, falls in love with her, so he kisses her away, and they get married and live happily ever after. However, the original story of Snow White, let me tell you something about that, boys and girls. The original story of Snow White was not so wholesome and not so sweet. The original story of Snow White, called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, is called Little Snow White or Snowdrop, and it's by the famous authors Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm. There's still 7 dwarves in this version, but they don't have names, which is a bummer. I loved all of the 7 dwarves' names when I watched the movie. In this version, it's obviously a little bit darker. First of all, the queen is her biological mother in this version, which I think is a lot more scary, because she, like, to think that your biological mother would want to kill you. And it's pretty much the same thing, the mirror, mirror on the wall, except I think in this version it's looking glass on the wall instead. Which sounds a lot more medieval, if you will. And the fairest of them all was Snow White. So then she, like in the Disney version, she sent her huntsman to go and kill her. But instead, in this version, she doesn't ask her to bring back her heart. She asks her to bring back her lungs and liver. Which I think is... Why do you need lungs and liver? Can't you just go with the heart? You're already wanting to kill your daughter. Huntsman takes her into the forest. He tells her the plan, and then tells her to run away, and he cuts out the lungs and liver of like a game or a wild boar. And the most disgusting part is that the queen comes back and he eats it. And the reason why I say that's disgusting is because she ate it thinking that it was her daughter's heart, which I think is very gross. Like, you're already wanting to kill your daughter and then you decide to eat her. Like, are you like Charlize Theron's evil queen, and you're hoping that it'll keep you young forever? But yeah, so then, like in the Disney movie, she finds dwarves. The queen finds out that she's there. However, in this version, she doesn't just try to kill her once. She tries to kill her 3 times. The first is by giving her a corset and lacing it too tight to the point where she passes out. The dwarves come home, find her passed out, and revives her. The second one is her slitting her throat. Just kidding, she doesn't slit her throat, otherwise she would die. Is by jamming a poisonous comb in her head, hoping it would kill her. However, it only glazed her head, so it didn't actually kill her. And the third way is by the famous poison apple. However, in this one, she only poisons half of it. That kind of makes sense a little bit. And then when the dwarves come home, they find her dead. So then they go and they can't bear to bury her. So again, they put her in the glass coffin. Okay, so I am now taking my Mehron Paradise paint in light green. I like the Mehron Paradise paint. It's soft. And I'm just gonna kind of like shade it in, like in the Disney version. The prince comes along. And what he did, he didn't kiss her. He was so in love with her. They didn't even meet in this version, which is also a lot more creepier. I don't know, maybe in some other adaptations they did, but they did not meet in this version, which is also a lot creepier. And so then he takes the coffin back to his castle. On his way, his man drops it, and it jars the apple, and he's able to breathe again. They get married. Then on their wedding day, the stepmother hears about another maiden that is more prettier than her, so then she decides to go on the day. When Snow White finds out, she orders her stepmother to be forced to wear hot iron shoes. Not stepmother, her actual mother, and danced until she dies, which is a lot more brutal, disturbing than the original one. Thank God Disney changed it when they were making it, because I do not think, I think it would probably join the Black Cauldron and be like the movie that Disney tried to hide from kids. It would also be, and if you guys don't know what the Black Cauldron is, that would be, I think, another video that I would like to elaborate on. I'm just going to take some yellow from the flash palette, and I'll be using that to highlight. And if you thought this one was disturbing, wait until you hear the next one. And that is the one about Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, so Sleeping Beauty is another one that I also find that is also a little bit weird. A guy just coming up to you and just kissing you without permission. Again, that is no girl, no queen or princess. No way, canceled. The original version was, again, very inappropriate. Like, in this one, it's very, very inappropriate for kids. Warning, if you are offended by any of this kind of stuff that I'll be talking, please exit out of this video or skip through it. I'll leave some timestamps so that you can see, because I understand that some people might be offended by this one. The one that was inspired by the Disney Sleeping Beauty was by Charles, which is French. If you guys can tell. The one that was called Sleeping Beauty in the Woods, which I haven't read that, but I think it's exactly the same. The Brothers Grimm one made one called Little Briar Rose. However, I read that one and it doesn't seem that creepy. However, I found another one by the Italian author. That's Italian? John Battista. But yeah, so this version is called The Sun, Moon, and Talia. Yeah, Sleeping Beauty in this version is not named Aurora or Rose or anything like that. I know this Aurora. It was named Talia. In this one, very similar, Talia gets her fingerprint with the spindle and she falls asleep. Now, like I said, that wanting to kiss someone when you're asleep is already creepy enough, but in this one, it gets a lot worse. So now I'm going to be taking the black from the Morphe James Charles palette. If I thought that the Disney version of Sleeping Beauty was Snow White was, wait until you hear this. A king comes along and then finds the castle where Talia is in her slumber, and then he does more than just kiss her. I'm not gonna say what he actually did because of YouTube's policies of what content I can put out or not. But yeah, let's just say that he does more than just kiss her. He then ends up getting pregnant. You get where I'm going with this, okay? Yeah, she ends up getting pregnant with twins. And then some fairies come along and appear when they're born to take care of the twins. So that's the fairy godmothers in this version. Because Sleeping Beauty cannot take care of two babies when she's asleep. Then the king comes back and finds that Sleeping Beauty has awoken because one of the babies sucked on her finger, which dislodged the spindle, and then she falls in love with him, to his castle. Did I mention he was married? Yeah, and then when his wife, who is, I guess, the Maleficent in this version, finds out, she is angry and orders someone to kill and cook Sleeping Beauty and her children while her husband was away. Talk about brutal. And they don't, because they're not that, so then she decides to kill them herself. But when the king comes home and finds out of her wife's treachery, he then orders her to be burnt alive. So the queen, who didn't even do anything wrong, gets punished? And then they get married and live happily ever after. This story is very, very messed up, if I gotta tell you that. Okay, so I guess now I think we are done with this look, and yeah. And that completes my video for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I hope you guys enjoyed hearing this, hearing the origins of your favorite Disney movies. If you guys want a part 2, comment down below if you would like to hear part 2. And like this video if you did hear these stories and you were just as shocked when you heard them. Like this video if you like the Snow White movie, or if you want there to be a Snow White live action movie like myself. And comment below any other tutorial ideas you would like to see from me, so I'm not selfish and I can give you guys what you want to see as well, and not just what I want to see. Yeah, so all the products used will be listed in the description below, and if you want to recreate any of my looks, be sure to tag me in them so I can see all of your recreations. And yeah, so until next time, bye!